Now, Storm Tracker 9 weather with Chief Meteorologist Justin Stapleton.
All right, so let's take a peek at what we've got outside. So far, it's been a nice afternoon. We've seen a lot of sunshine. We've also seen just a little bit of precipitation this morning. In fact, I only saw about a tenth of an inch out to Florence in the last 24 hours. About a trace here, officially 1/100th of an inch at the Eugene Airport, but that's about it. Otherwise, high pressure moving in from the east here. Baker City, Boise, Ontario, all sitting in the mid-90s today. That hot high pressure is starting to shift westward, and it's going to be reversing the winds. And that's good news because that will eventually cool us off just a degree or two as we head to the overnight lows. Speaking of, this morning, we set a record of having the warmest temperature for an overnight low at this date. And it was 64 degrees. That is not something that we normally see. In fact, we've had a good stretch last couple of days of temperatures in the overnight lows not cooling below around 60 degrees. And this is partly why we've had the jet stream pretty much coming right at us. And that means we've got a lot of warm, sort of muggy, soupy air over top of much of the state. Not typical for the Pacific Northwest in the summer or any other time of year for that matter, but certainly not like with the conditions that you'd see back off towards the eastern half of the United States and the deep south. So we've got our cold front continuing to push northward. Clouds now starting to shift north as well. Jet stream has shifted back offshore, and it's starting to build, or at least starting to lift northward. High pressure building in behind that, and that is going to eventually warm afternoons up even more than what we saw today. Currently, right now, we're sitting at 84 degrees. You saw Eric Elkin out at South Eugene High School. Little squat cumulus clouds behind him, and that's about all we'll see for the rest of this afternoon. Mid-60s out along the coast right now. We've got upper 70s as you get to Bend towards Lapine, and very comfortable sitting in the mid to upper 60s out towards the mountains. 81 in Bend, the high today. 87 in Roseburg, 91 in Ontario, 92 in Rome. So not as hot in spots as yesterday, but still, as we start to get the winds to take more of a southeasterly push, that is going to warm things up. Overnight tonight, we'll shave off a few of those degrees, so I do think we'll flip into the upper 50s as the winds go light. We're starting to see the winds reverse as well. And that'll take some of that moisture, push that back offshore. So we've got a big area of low pressure snarling out across parts of the Pacific. The good news is the high that's sitting off to the east of us here is even stronger than that low, and so that's going to push that back, at least for most of our weekend forecast. Jet stream now pushing north of Seattle, and so that'll keep a very warm forecast pretty much for both Saturday and Sunday. By Monday, we'll start to see some slight chances for showers move through as that low gets closer. Some of the outer bands of that, you know, the real thin bands of showers try to work their way across the landscape here. So we'll go partly sunny at the coast. Coast actually should see a fairly decent forecast. Morning clouds both tomorrow and Sunday. Sunday should be the sunnier day of the two. And then Monday we'll see some drizzle and light showers at times. Those will wrap up Tuesday and should get back to more sunshine by Thursday and Friday. In the Umpqua Basin, sunny, warm afternoon tomorrow with highs right around 90 degrees. Cooling off quickly as we head to Labor Day, and I don't think you'll be impacted by any rain chances there. And then staying sunny throughout the rest of the week. In the Cascades, sunny and warm with the highs in the mid to upper 70s. Upper 80s in Bend and Redmond. Some strong thunderstorms expected at times late Sunday, Monday, and probably Tuesday. And finally in the valley, we'll see temperatures pretty warm for this time of year, up to around 88 degrees. So again, as we said, awesome forecast. Likely tailgate starting early in the morning in the mid-70s, but warming up fast as you get ready to go into the gates.
Sunscreen, probably leave the sweatshirts at home.
Yeah, water as well. Make sure
water
you don't
too,
forget
yes,
that.
very important.